Well, we've seen the RBI governor come out and talk about this and say that, simply withdrawing the legal tender status of a currency does not reduce it from the liabilities column of the RBI. And that's precisely right. The Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, of course, also said that some more legal steps are necessary to completely extinguish the old currency. And what we can understand from sources at this point is that the government now is working on a new law which will come in and which is similar to the laws which were introduced, the ordinances which were introduced in 1978 in 1946 to completely extinguish the old currency and withdraw them from their present status as promissory notes. Now, at this point, what we are hearing is that this new law, in fact, could come as part of the union budget. You'll remember that the government, of course, has committed that till the 31st of March, the RBI will continue to accept the old currency when, of course, somebody approaches them directly and to exchange it for the new currency. But what we can understand at this point is that once this amendment comes in the union budget from the 1st April of 2017 is when the old 500 and 1000 rupee notes will no longer be accepted anywhere, including at the RBI. Legally, the sovereign will declare the status as invalid promissory notes, and that's precisely the major update that's coming in from sources in the finance ministry at this point. Sources are also indicating that this amendment will then pave the way, of course, for the RBI to remove all of these old 500 and 1000 rupee notes from the column of their liabilities, and which means that in the next financial year, once this old currency is removed from the liabilities column of the RBI, that could enable the RBI to potentially give a special dividend from the government. Now, of course, this is something which the government is yet to take a call on. It is important to note that at this point, the government has not made any specific statement with regard to whether this option at all will be exercised or not, but it does certainly leave the room open for it. So while the RBI governor is indeed correct that at this point, with simply the government withdrawing the legal tender status of the old 500,000 rupee notes, it does not remove it from the liabilities of the RBI. Once this new law comes in as part of the union budget is when we could see this being removed from the liabilities column and also enable the RBI to give this government a special dividend. Now, of course, this is something of which the government is working on as part of the union budget, but it's safe to say that from the 1st of April of 2017, the old 500 and 1000 rupee notes will stand completely withdrawn.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.